After the clock chimed for the second time, Miguel Azevedo stopped pretending it didn't bother him. He wasn't superstitious. He never had been. Miguel believed that every mystery had a logical explanation, even if it took time to uncover it. Still, something about this situation felt different. The old oak clock didn't react randomly. It waited, and slowly, Miguel realized he wasn't the only one who felt it. Ana Azevedo, who lived with him and saw the clock every day, was the first to say something, almost in a whisper. She said the atmosphere in the house felt different after certain visits. Not frightening exactly, just altered, as if the house itself changed its posture. Anna avoided looking directly at the clock, but every time the sound echoed through the room, her body tensed, like someone who recognizes a signal without fully understanding it. Among the visitors, Helena Duarte stood out immediately. She came more often than the others, always polite, always composed, almost too composed. She spoke calmly, asked the right questions, never stayed too long, and Miguel noticed something unsettling. Helena always left before the clock chimed. Always. And yet, after she walked out the door, the sound followed with precision, as if the house were responding to her absence. Roberto Linz visited less frequently, but his presence lingered. He was friendly, soft-spoken, careful with his words. Miguel sensed that Roberto observed the house more than necessary, like someone revisiting a place he knew far better than he admitted. When the clock rang after one of Roberto's visits, he was already gone, but Miguel couldn't shake the feeling that Roberto knew exactly what that sound meant. Cesar Montero was different from the rest. Quiet, reserved, every sentence measured before leaving his mouth. He never showed visible discomfort, but he avoided standing near the clock, choosing other rooms whenever possible, as if that wall carried something he couldn't confront directly. The night Cesar left, the clock chimed softly, lower than usual, but enough to fracture the silence and leave everyone uneasy. Then there was Lucia Ferraz. She tried to dissolve the tension with laughter, loud jokes, casual remarks. She played the role of someone unbothered, but Miguel noticed the shift every time she prepared to leave. Her smile faded. Her movements became quicker. Lucia avoided saying goodbye near the clock, and when it chimed after one of her visits, Anna quietly remarked that she had never seen someone look so relieved to walk away. Paulo Nogueira was different still. He didn't come often, but when he did, his presence carried weight. Paulo knew the house. He knew Miguel, and he knew the past, though he never said so directly. Whenever the clock's origin or its history came up, Paulo changed the subject effortlessly. He never denied anything, never confirmed anything. He simply redirected the conversation. That silence spoke louder than words. And then there was the name no one said without discomfort, Eduardo Valença, a name that surfaced indirectly in half-finished sentences and stories that suddenly stopped. Officially, Eduardo no longer existed in their present lives. No recent photos, no clear records, and yet everyone seemed to know him. And the clock, every time someone tied to that past crossed the threshold, seemed to recognize him too. That was when Miguel began to understand that the clock wasn't marking time. It wasn't reacting to isolated people. It was marking connections, a silent network of old decisions, unspoken agreements, and buried truths. Each chime felt less like a malfunction and more like a reminder, not of punishment, but of reckoning. as if time itself had grown tired of waiting. The house was no longer just a setting, it had become a pressure chamber where each visit added another layer to something slowly surfacing. And the more Miguel observed, the clearer it became. This story didn't belong to the past alone. It was still unfolding, still transforming, and the clock, motionless on the wall, seemed to know exactly when the next step would be taken. From that moment on, ignoring it was no longer an option. If this story resonated with you, you already understand what this channel is about. Subscribe and stay close to the next revelations.